Mason.
Coach, this is the program's first time going to the College Cup. Just how's it feel that your team is used to this point?
Oh my goodness, a lot of firsts, right? First time we won a round of 32, and then a round of 16, and then now the round of 8, and now into the Final Four. So I mean, so many firsts this year, and just so incredibly proud of this team. I mean, like every coach out there, probably feel like their team deserves it. They work hard, they do this, that, and the other. But I mean, it couldn't happen to a better group of young women, right? I mean, they are a class act, on and off the field. Been through just so much over the last few years, and I think I've said this many times that this is not an overnight success story, right? We didn't just wake up one day and we were good. I mean, we put work into it, and it is so awesome that we are being rewarded for the work that we've put in over the years.
This isn't a first for you though. As an assistant coach, you've been with the national championship team. When did you start seeing this team and saying, "Hey, this is the real deal"? And what do you think it takes for them to win the game?
Yeah, I saw glimpses over the last couple seasons. You could kind of see, something special brewing over the last couple seasons. The COVID year was, I mean, to be fair, the first game of the COVID year, we played Tennessee and played an incredible game. And then after that, I don't think we had another game where we had a full allotment of players, knocked out because of COVID and various other reasons. We lost a couple games, and then it just kind of spiraled out. And so, but we had a really good team then. And take it one year further. In 2019, we were very good, but we were young. Raina was a freshman, Macy was a freshman, Bella was a freshman. I think we were, Riley, Parker and Kat were sophomores. So we had a good team in 2019, but we were so incredibly young. In 2020 we had a good team, but like I said, COVID just kind of screwed some things up. And then in this past season, 2021, we had some good performances. Texas Christian, TCU, who was one of the better teams in the country last year, we played incredible against them, but we lost in overtime. Right? We had some very good performances, last year, but we were just pretty inconsistent. Right? We had some other games where we lost 4-0 to South Carolina, lost 3-0 to Vanderbilt. And we haven't had those kind of performances this year. Right? We've been so incredibly consistent day in and day out. It didn't matter the opponent. It didn't matter if we were playing, a top 5, top 10 team in the country or the bottom team in the league. We approached it with the same mentality, the same work, the same grit, the same, everything. And I think that is the difference. Just the maturity of this group, the mentality of the group is, just the confidence that we gain from week to week to week. It is pretty damn special.
Coach, can you talk about the offensive output today? Created a lot of chances, had a lot of corners. You were eventually able to break through in that second half. Was there a moment where you believed that breakthrough was coming?
Yeah. For the last 3 or 4 days, I believed it was coming. I knew. And I think a lot of people doubted us. A lot of people said, "Oh, this is Duke. This is the ACC, one of the best teams in the country. 20-odd national team players, youth national team players. How is Bama gonna hang with them? They've got Michelle Cooper and but I've been around this team every single day for the past. This entire season, I've seen what they're capable of doing. We're a good soccer team, but we're also tough and gritty and you saw it. We gave away 2 goals, and it would have been easy to fold, right? Other teams may have folded there, but we rolled up our sleeves and kept grinding away so to answer your question, sorry it's long-winded here, but I've known that what we're capable of. I knew we could score goals on Duke. The question I had was, how are we going to keep Michelle Cooper from beating us? And she damn near did, right? We gave her a couple good looks, and she scored 2 goals and got her team back in it. But I can't say enough about the character of our team to grind away and get the winner.
Kind of an offset of that question, you put up 15 corner kick opportunities, double-digit shot on goals off of a very defensively strong Duke squad. What does that say about the effectiveness of the high press and just the production of your offense?
I think it shows that we're pretty damn good, and that our press is pretty intense. Duke is, let's be fair, Duke is a very, very, very good team, right? Very good team. And I got to choose my words carefully. But I thought we looked a lot better than them. I thought they could not handle our press. They could not handle the pressure that we put them under. They coughed balls away. They gave balls away. They did not look like the same team that I watched film on, the last couple of weeks. And that's because of what we did to them, the pressure we put them under. And then when that happens, when we win, balls higher up the field and press higher up the field, we're that much closer to goal. And I think it gives us energy to attack. And created some very good looks and a heck of a lot of corner kicks.
Ashley, the Mason.
Hi, Coach. Of course, the offense is very important, but your defense has been challenged all tournament. It's kind of held their own. Can you just talk about your defense's performance throughout?
Yeah, absolutely. Can't say enough about the job that and I always like to look at it as the entire team defends and the entire team attacks. So our defending starts with the pressure that Riley and Ashlyn and Gianna put on their opposing backs. But once you get closer to goal, clearly the back line, Macy Clem, winning headers, winning knockdowns, disrupting plays, breaking up passes, and then you got Brooke and Sasha. That, my goodness, just animals defensively, right? Tackling, hitting, winning head balls, and just so good. They had a tough task tonight, and they're the player they're marking got 2 goals, but they played pretty damn well, and I'm so proud of the job they did. Raina and Jess, the work that they do, on the wide, I can't remember many times where either one of them got beat. Had that an excellent game, and then when we needed it, Mac was there to make plays and make some saves. So just so proud of all.
Yeah, I mean, you said you don't want to talk about your emotions, but they're counting down 10 to 0. What's in your mind as you're seeing that clock?
Gosh, hard to describe every emotion going through my head, but clearly excitement and joy and whatnot, but I don't know, I don't know if relief is the right word. I have a hard time describing what emotion I feel, but clearly incredibly proud, excited, excited for the team, excited for the fans, for the university, for my admin that stuck with me and supported me, excited, and for my staff, for just so many people, this win. I hope, for alumni, for players that helped get us to where we are, so many people I hope take joy and satisfaction in this win, knowing that, this win wasn't me. It wasn't the 11 players on the field at the end of the game. It wasn't, it was a culmination of so many things from over the years and so many people.
Coach, there was a lot of passion all over the field, and sometimes the players became vocal with their passion. What do you think as a coach when, if they're chirping out a ref or they're just kind of expressing their feelings? Do you jump in? Do you let them handle it? What do you?
Not right away. If I feel it's distracting them from, our job, which is how are we going to win the game? If I felt it was going to, I would sub a player off or pull him aside and just, tell him to refocus. But gosh, I mean, if you're not passionate, if it doesn't bother you when a call goes against you or something goes wrong, and I don't know if you're the right player for us, right? I mean, I want them to be passionate. I want them to get frustrated and discouraged, and I want them to have these emotions, right? And because that means that they care. I can't tell you how many times I've had coaches or player or people try to give me advice about you can't get so high and so low, and it's like I can't help it. That's in me, right? The passion in me. And I've always said, as soon as it doesn't matter, as soon as I stop getting excited about scoring goals or winning games, then I'm done. If you see me on the sideline just sitting in my chair and clapping or nodding when we're scoring, it means I've probably checked out. For me, I love nothing more to score goals and win games and whatnot.
Get in here.
Coach, can you talk about Gianna Paul, just a freshman still, but there were times tonight where she was just a difference maker. Can you talk about her development, what she meant to the game tonight, and what she's been to this team this
Oh,
season?
awesome. And I know she's been a little discouraged about maybe not getting quite as many goals as she wanted to lately, but I mean, you see the impact that she has on the game, even when she's not scoring goals. I mean, she strikes fear in the opponent. She gives them something to think about. She pulls, attention away from a Riley Parker or a Felicia or something. She gives us an outlet to put balls in behind and breathe a little bit and get out. Her speed and just her ability to stretch the game is I mean, we wouldn't be here, where we are today. And there's so many players I can talk about and single out, but you mentioned Gianna Paul, so I would say we're not here without Gianna Paul and what she's, how she's transformed our team.
The North Carolina coach talked about your style of play being different than a lot of the teams that are left, and a lot of the top teams, and I think that's the high press and everything. It's also kind of a high risk type approach to soccer because you get a lot of breakaways the other way when it doesn't, and you don't have people back.
Yeah, without question.
What makes you comfortable with that style?
I guess just trusting and belief. Maybe knowing that we're going to score some goals as well. I don't know our exact stats. How many goals we have this season?
It was
76 now or
70s.
something.
Yeah,
76 now.
76.
So, it is a bit of a high risk, high reward, but I'm willing to take it because, especially against, I go back to my days at Florida State and just the rhythm that teams would allow us to get into. I did not want Duke. I watched Duke play South Carolina and Texas before they played us, and they could do whatever they want. Those teams sat back and sat in and let them dictate the tempo and I did not want Duke to be able to. And so not just Duke, I don't want any team to feel comfortable, right? And so, for us, it's like we're going to get in their face and we're going to press, we're going to get after them, and if they can play around us and play through us, then I'll tip my hat off to them and congratulate them. But I have not seen many teams. This season, right? We've not had many teams that have been able to pick us apart.
Coach, I know that we've had a lot of opportunities to have this talking point, but last game in Tuscaloosa this season, you've been able to play at home all through the tournament, perfect home slate. What has your experience been in this stadium this season with these crowds and this support that the team has seen?
I could never have dreamed or imagined it would be like this. Even going back to the first game of the season, I know it was, I think there were some weather issues or something like that, but you go back and you pull up the crowd, the attendance from the first game of the year, it was a couple hundred, right? But I did always in the back of my mind believe that if we win, they'll come. We got to win. We got to show them. And I believe our style of play, the amount of goals that we score and chances we create, I got to believe that's exciting to watch. So that combined with the fact that we're winning and we're successful, has brought crowds out. And I've said this over and over again that there's no doubt that we feed off that energy. If there was an empty crowd here tonight, if empty stands, I don't know if we win that game. I like to believe we would, but I know that our players, fight even more when they hear the crowd and when the crowd's getting into them. It's we feed off that energy. I cannot be more appreciative or thankful or grateful for the support that we've seen this season. It's awesome.
All right. Thank you guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you.